What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? I am back, and I am back talking about the DPR network because it matters, because staking is right around the corner. We are now in whitelisting phase. That means that you only have a few days to stake your tokens. Get them ready, buy whatever you need, or sell the ones you don't want. At the end of the day, make sure that you are ready. And this video is going to cover a couple of things. So 3 things as usual. First, we're going to go over the DPR network. I mean, what the heck is it? Why do I even like this project in the first place? Secondly, we're going to talk about the FAQs. People have been asking a ton of questions, and I want to cover them on a video so that way people can get the answers they need. So if somebody had a question, somebody else must have had that same question, maybe didn't say anything about it. So drop them down below. I answer every single comment. Thankfully, the channel is still small enough to where I have the time to be able to put in a response to every single one of you. And I'm really, really appreciative of the ones that have been supporting the channel. It is growing. It's getting harder to do that, but I am committed to continuing to do that as of right now. Third thing I want to cover, well, let's get whitelisted, right? I want to go a walkthrough because last night when it launched, a lot of people actually messed some things up, didn't get the information they needed. So I want to go step by step and show you exactly how to do that. I will have timestamps. That way, if you want to jump onto a different, area, you can do that. Write down in the description below, but y'all are awesome. Let's get right into this. Did I say about liking the video yet? I don't think so. That's important because the reason why I'm doing well on YouTube is because of you. It's not because of what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I'm going to put out content that I think is helpful, beneficial, but you all are the ones hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button, and making a difference on the channel. So thank you. If I don't say it again during this video, thank you. It means the world, and it doesn't go unnoticed, believe me. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, as you all know. I'm just some dude on the internet telling you that DPR is awesome and telling you that, hey, these are things that I've done. And it's been paying off. So, so far we're at, 5.5 cents when I first talked about DPR. We are now at, I think we hit 15 cents yesterday. We're back down a little bit, maybe 13, 14 right now. But hey, those are some pretty good rewards if you were, getting into the token. So the reason I'm covering this information is to make you and I more successful, hopefully giving you insights as to what I've seen and helping you move forward. But getting right into it. This is the link. This is the link for you to go stake. And yes, it's a redirect. So stake DPR.action.ceo. Just type that into your browser or scan that QR code. It's going to get you right to it. Why is it a redirect? Well, because it redirects you to a referral code. Yep, no problem saying what that is all about. It is a referral code for me to refer you. And I think I'm supposed to get something out of it. Honestly, I don't know what the reward is. I have no idea what I'm going to get out of it. And I'm just doing it because I'm actually really curious as far as how many people are going to use my link to go stake their DPR. And to, added bonus, anybody that stakes and uses this code, I'm going to grab your Ethereum RC20, wallet code and essentially draw people from that bundle to earn a device. The Nano. And the Nano is right now going for $1,500 on eBay. It's a lot of money. I know, it's kind of crazy. So the more chances the more times you answer, the more chances you have to win, kind of thing. Because I haven't received the device yet, but as soon as it's in my hands, I'm going to make sure that there is a whole process as far as how to enter the drawing, and staking is one of those things. You can get an entry by staking your coins. With that being said, let's go on to the next thing. This is why I like it, right? Let's talk about the overview. It is a DPN. Like, this is phenomenal. Like, if you guys don't understand the difference between a VPN and a DPN, I'll give you 2 big ones. First, you're not paying for this VPN like a subscription service. You buy the device, and now you're part of a network of devices all over the world that you can connect through, that you can tunnel through. It is phenomenal. That means that if you're in India and you want to watch TV, like Netflix on the US, well, just tunnel through the US and you get to watch Netflix, and you're not going to get blacklisted like people get on regular VPN servers. Like Nord, for example, you got what, 3,000 servers all over the world? Well, 3,000 is not a big list for people to index and say, hey, if somebody's coming from this server, don't let them in. Don't show them this. That happens all the time. With a decentralized private network, you're essentially connecting through, regular, sometimes household IP addresses that are more than legitimate, which is awesome. It just makes the system work so much smoother. Now, I always get this one. Well, what if people are doing something illegal with my device? Sure, there are logs that show exactly what's happening on your network. If anybody does anything, that they aren't supposed to, using your, tunneling through your device, you will have a log that you can provide to be able to clear yourself of anything. Now, I know you don't want to have to deal with that. Sure. So let's talk about torrenting. Torrenting is something that people, use VPNs for all the time. So what do? Well, you can literally click a button, turn it off. Inside of the OS, you're able to disable torrenting on the network. So if you don't want anybody torrenting, if you're in the US and you don't want to get those cease and desist letters, like just cancel it, just turn it off and you're fine. You're good to go from that point forward, which is a pretty nice feature because at the end of the day, as much as I enjoy the thought of torrenting, I don't want to get a letter from my ISP saying that, hey, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. But I digress. Gateway. All right. Everybody knows that you type google.com and you get Google's website. Well, most people don't realize that when you're doing that, you're not really going to Google when you type google.com. You're hitting a gateway. And the gateway, if you're just connecting straight out of your box, it's going to your ISP. Your ISP has full control of where google.com points to. I know it's kind of crazy to think about, but they have full control over your internet. They can say that google.com now is going to go to Yahoo. That's totally doable. They can totally do that because all that URL does is point to an IP address. So they can say that, hey, google.com is now going to point somewhere else. And that's not fun, knowing that somebody else has that much control over your system. Take it a step further. People say, well, just change your DNS server. Google provides a great DNS server they can use, like 1.1.1.1. You realize that the problem with that is that you are now being tracked by Google. Sure, it's anonymous tracking, but that data is sold and resold and used to advertise. Yeah, that's how they generate money. So even if you're trying to use another gateway, it doesn't matter. You're still getting essentially tracked. I don't like that. I'm not interested in getting tracked by random people that I don't know. So I'm really excited about the decentralized gateway that the DPR network nodes provide. Trident Protocol. Now, I don't have a big issue with censorship where I'm at, but man, I'm super excited for the people that don't have it as good as I do. At the end of the day, there are so many people that can't access sites, different places because of their location. And the DPR network devices are it's going to open up the world for them. It's going to allow them to browse because of this peer-to-peer network that's being generated. Now they're going to have the ability of going places they weren't able to go to before. It's like if you're in China, there are a ton of applications you can't use. There are a ton of sites you can't access. This changes everything. Not only that, it secures your transmission of data while you're at it. So things are encrypted now. So your packages are getting scanned. This Trident protocol is actually super stinking cool. Now, all these things are nice and they got me interested in the DPR network. This is what got me excited about the DPR network. When I saw their DPR token distribution and mining was 60%, I was just floored. I was like, wait a minute, that means that they care about the network enough to provide 60% of everything back to the people. That's awesome, guys. Like, that's a big, big number. And knowing that much is going to be available for people to mine and to be able to participate and truly be a decentralized network, I mean, that's music to my ears. It's exciting when we can find a product that's doing that. So more power to them. It's the reason why I got excited about this project and why I've been covering it on my channel. Let's talk about the FAQs, right? So here's a big one from a lot of people. Can you get a Gold Genesis miner? Like, I got a question just today on one of my other videos about, can I still get it? I'm too late. Oh man, this stinks. Like, no. Hold on. Thanks to Contrite from the Telegram group that, has been pretty active, he put this little chart together. So as of last night, starting this morning here, he's sleeping right now. Contrite, thanks for all your hard work, bud. This is what we're looking at. If you're tier 2, you have a 100% chance of getting one right now. It's not going to stay like that, but this is how it lays out as of right now. Remember, staking will take place on August 1st. That means that until August 1st, everything's up in the air, right? So looking at these, the number of wallets that are out there right now, if you're in tier 2, you've made it. I think we're actually going to end up in tier 3 for the Gold Genesis miners, but we'll see what takes place, just because there's a lot of people that are going to be grabbing their tokens from exchanges and bringing them onto hot wallets. Side note, you need your tokens in a hot wallet to be able to stake them. So Trust Wallet, MetaMask wallet, something that will directly connect and be able to sign that contract essentially for the staking of 9 months. This is the breakdown. This is where we stand right now, and hopefully gives you a little bit of insight as far as what you can expect as when it comes to these wallets. Helium. Can you really mine helium with these devices? Soon, it's coming, but this is what it looks like right now. DPR has applied for the ability to mine helium. So HNT will be something that the DPR network devices should be able to do. And this is a prototype. I know it doesn't look that good, especially when it doesn't have a case on it. But all I care about is those little nubs at the top where you can put in a little antenna. It can look just like that. Guys, if you're not using that one, guys from DPR, you can send it to me. I'll take it. Don't worry about the looks of it. But it's a double miner, guys. I don't know if you realize this, but the profitability is huge. You have one little tiny device that, again, Helium miners are going for a ton of money. You saw, the video I did yesterday in regards to this. They're going for a lot of money. So now you're going to be able to, mine DPR and Helium. That's a big deal. Not only that, I'll show you how much these devices are actually going for on eBay too, because it's a lot. And the reason I'm still giving them away is because I'm committed to following through what I promised you guys. So that Nano will be given away, even if people are getting $1,500 for one of those devices. Here's a big question that people ask all the time: what is the difference between the Genesis miner and the Lite, the Mini, the Nano, the Pico, all of those other ones? Well, a lot, actually. So they will kind of serve a lot of the same purposes, but at the end of the day, you might want the Genesis miner as opposed to the other ones. And here's why. When it comes to the Genesis node miner, you get to stake DPR for credit. So right away, your credit score is going to be based on how much you stake. With the Lite, the Mini, the Nano, and the Pico, you need to stay connected and share your bandwidth to be able to earn your credit score. That means that with the Lite, the Mini, the Nano, you're looking at 4 to 6 months to reach that a 100 level credit score. What does that mean in the end? Well, you can start mining right away with the Genesis node miner. As soon as mainnet launches, you're right there. You're mining immediately. However, with the Lite, the Mini, the Nano, and the Pico, I'm going to start saying that really quick. It's going to be hard. You can mine after you reach a 100 credit score. That can take 4 to 6 months. Again, either wait 4 to 6 months or start mining immediately. Like, there's pretty good benefits to being early to something. And if I can remind everybody, you are still early. There is still time. August 1st is around the corner, but there is still time for you to do this. Please consider it. I'm not saying it for me. I'm saying it for you. This is a great opportunity, and I'll show you, how to calculate some of these things, and you'll see how worth it really is. Talking about calculating, the Genesis node miner does have a calculator that is available. However, the other ones, those numbers have not yet been disclosed, so we're still waiting it out to hear what's it going to look like. Now, what makes me excited about both units is that the network protection, the DPN, availability, and the gateway, that both devices are going to be able to take care of that for you, which is awesome. Now, some people have asked me, I don't need a DPN. Great, keep it turned off. You don't have to have it. The network protection it provides alone is well worth it. You can't get this kind of protection in, enterprise level devices, let alone the combined ability of the DPN, with the network protection and the gate. It is a no-brainer in my mind that this device is going to take over, and you won't be able to get one for a while, and as soon as things kind of start picking up here. So DPR calculator.action.ceo, that will get you to a calculator. This is what the breakdown chart looks like, and I want to put it up so that you can pause it and take a screenshot. If you want to go over numbers like this, it's pretty good. But here's what the calculator looks like. Genesis node phase 1 calculator. And I really like how easy it is for you to change things around. So when you see people talking about how you can earn, where are they looking at it? You can earn, 35, 35,000 DPR a month. It's when you're in level 8 tier, which you got to stake a lot. So going back here to get into level, getting to level 8, you need to stake this much. However, your monthly rewards is at that 35 level, which is pretty darn cool. This is a lot of money. And look at this, you can make $4,500 a year if DPR is at 13 cents as it was yesterday, which actually brings up another good point. Let me see. All right, DPR is sitting at 14 cents right now. So let's get back into that calculator and let's plug in 14 cents. Now you're earning almost $60,000 in 1 year just by adding, 1 penny to that. The cool thing is that I don't think that it's going to sit at 14 cents. So I want to be realistic. Most people are sitting at the level 1 or level 2 tier, and I don't want to, crank up these numbers, which I can do. But if we just go 50 cents with a level 3 tier, you're earning $20,000 in your first year of rewards. That is a pretty darn good return on investment. I don't know about you, but I honestly feel that if big whales realized how profitable this was, there wouldn't be any more DPR tokens on the market. It is a lot of money. And people know this. People know this. And I know I just covered with you here that there's, the mini, the nano, and the pico are TBD as far as earnings are concerned. But people know the value of this, and I want to show it to you right here. So DPR Network, just do a quick little search. This guy's selling his for $1,895. That's a pretty good deal, huh? Devices that people were buying for $300 now selling for almost $2,000. Okay. I don't want to get slack saying that I'm just looking at the best offer, how much things are going for. I think somebody might have gotten in trouble for saying that on another video. Sorry, Alex. All right. We're just going to look at sold items. Take a look at this. This is how much these devices are selling for. Like, not bids. These items sold for almost $1,500. $1,500, that fourth one, it's $1,500 for these devices. And look at this. You can see how the price is just like jumping up, right? Like before, people are like, oh, it's a nano. It's only 500, megabits. It doesn't do gigabit network. I don't know if I want it. And then people are getting desperate and it sells for 900. So there is a lot to be said about this. So I'm giving one of these away. Yes, I'm giving one of these away. The nano, which is selling for $1,500. I'm giving $1,500 away worth of stuff on the channel, and it doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers. Awesome. Thanks for sticking around with me. Hopefully it pays off and we can all win together. I just needed that to sink in for a second. Thanks, honestly, thanks for the support. I'm going to need it if I'm going to be able to pay some of these things off. But all right, let's get into the details, the nitty-gritty details with the whitelist process. I've covered this before, so it's basic, right? It's name, phone number, address, email. You're going to select the credit score you want to stake for, and you want to make sure that you have that hot wallet ready. That wallet address is really important because you kind of need it to be able to stake. You're also going to make decisions once that process moves forward. So once you stake your coins on August 1st, I want to make sure you guys are aware of what's going to take place. If you're approved, awesome. You're going to go make a ton of DPR. You're going to generate a ton of DPR. If not, you do have choices. You can unstake. You can keep the tokens as is and just like wait it out. Or if you want to get more DPR, stake more, you can do that as well to have another chance of actually making it into that next phase. It's pretty straightforward. They're not looking to hold your tokens, just because you applied. They want to make sure you're committed to doing this thing, which is actually a noble cause. And they have to do it this way because they don't want people just saying, oh, I'm planning on doing tier 5. And then all of a sudden it's like, do you have the tokens for tier 5? By staking, it allows them to have a really a solid idea, not only idea, but they can actually know who's staking, who's not really staking. So this is actually a really good way to go about it. But like I said, that's the link, stakedpr.action.ceo. And we're going to do it live. And I'm actually just going to type that in and see how we do it. This is the price of the token. And again, I know I showed this to you guys before. Ooh. We were at 17. Right now we're at 10. This number keeps dropping. That pull DPR is just going down, 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 down. When that happens, prices increase because there's not enough supply. There is a supply shortage, and there's just no way for everybody to be in the high tiers. Like, just it's impossible for that to take place, which is why there's a good chance for you and I to be able to get a gold Genesis miner. We're going to type this out. Stake that DPR. Boom. I'm going incognito. That way I have a clean slate. I actually recommend, if you have run into any issues, go into this form incognito. Some people had issue yesterday, and going incognito definitely helped them kind of solve these problems. Now, tells me to get verified. I'm not going to do a mobile number. I'm going to do an email. And to do the email, I'm going to open this temporary email, copy this here. I'm going to put it right there, put in the email. And I'm going to hit send the verification here. Look at that, DPR network verification. It's only valid for 30 minutes. And this says the verification code is valid within 30 minutes. Just kidding, I can't read Chinese. All right, and we're back. I'm going to put that code right in there. Now I need to put in a password. No, I'm just going to do a random password here. Ethereum wallet. I need my Ethereum wallet address. Let me pull that up here because my time is running out. And I am going to use this wallet. That's fine. We can do that. And that's not how we do it. I have 9 seconds. Submit. I got in with a few seconds to go. So going back to the email, I got to make sure I remember this email here. Copy. This is Crypto Gmail. It's just basically like a temporary email thing. And sign in. All right. So first question they ask you, please select the credit score you want to stake. Important. Don't feel bad about putting something down that, let's say you want to stake at 3 or 4. You're like, maybe I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy more tokens. Just put down what you think it is. They just want to get a good idea of where people stand. That's all that is. So don't stress too much. I'm going to save here on tier 2. Staking activities require a deeper chain wallet. I'm going to say not now. Here I got to put a bunch of information. And I'm going to grab an address that I have set up here. Got a random address generator. Put in zip code 90210. And this is what I got. Phone number. They do need this for shipping. So make sure you put your real phone number down. And that phone number is going to be, really important. But for my case here, I just put down 8675309. All right. And we hit submit. Success. This is pretty straightforward. Now, the important thing here that I want to make sure everyone understands, when you hit create wallet, make sure you're ready because it's going to do a couple of things. So it's going to say create wallet. Please be sure, like nobody's reading. Everybody's going to click OK. And this happened last night. There's a lot of people that don't have all the info that they need. Make sure that you are going through this. And it's actually cool that the DPR network team can't help you because it's private. It's yours. You don't want anybody else to have control. Confirm. 2 things. First, make sure you get a hold of all of these words, right? This is your passphrase that's going to get you in your wallet. Now, you also want to download the private key. Download the private key. So I download it right down the bottom. I'm going to open that up and I'm going to bring this over just so you can see it. So my private key is now on screen. You don't want anybody else to have this private key. Anybody, right? But you do want to hold on to it. A big piece of advice to anybody that's watching this, do not keep this file, or at a minimum, change the name of the file, because I guarantee you scammers are going to try to look for the, for files with deeperchain_key.txt as the DPR network grows. I mean, if this is the file name that they are using, everybody's going to want to have it. Everybody wants to, get in the action essentially and be able to steal money from other people. That's never fun. I just copied these down so I can do. I wrote down my mnemonic phrase, and I'm just going to go right through it and we just click one at a time. Vintage, nasty despair, Ooh, nasty despair. Rich priority. Ooh, rich priority. That's 2 at a time goes a little bit faster. Adapt to fly. So we can adapt to fly and scare the ordinary, scare the ordinary. And we got an adult dentist dress, adult dentist dress, and confirm. Here we go. I'm in. I'm ready to go. Now, what you're going to have to do is remember that this is the wallet you want to use when you are staking. They're going to be matching up your wallet address from here to the staking platform. So please ensure that you have access to this wallet. It is your wallet and you have DPR tokens in there. And as a reminder, you need Ethereum in there as well. Like you got to pay for gas fees, right? So don't forget to have a little bit of Ethereum in there just in case, because you never know what the gas fees are going to be at any point in time. So make sure you have got a good, decent chunk of change in there to make this contract ready, make this contract work. But this is it, guys. This is, the DPR network. This is how you stake. This is how you take it to the next level, which is super exciting. And I'm thrilled not only to be a part of this, but to be a part of this with all of you. So thank you for watching the video. It's been fantastic hanging out with you. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to hit that like button if this was helpful at all. If I said anything that was helpful, if you liked my face, if you didn't like my face, you should still hit the like button just because it's going to help you make it feel better. Just kidding. Anyway, you all are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Actually, maybe it's not over. Let's remember how I had mentioned that I would be talking about NFTs after the intro or outro is done. Well, here I am. Let's do something special. If you go down below and you comment on this video, today is the 27th. I'll be posting this video. I will check back on the 2nd. That way it's after staking. I'll check back on this video and I'm going to select one of the comments from the video. And to make it unique, let's say you need to write, let's get into the action in your comment. Like, doesn't matter what it is in your comment, as long as it includes, let's get into the action, you're going to be entered to win an NFT just by doing that under the comments below. Hopefully, just the faithful ones actually watch all the way to the end and take advantage of this. You guys are freaking awesome. I've been having a blast doing YouTube, and the end of the video is what nobody watches anyway. So this is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm having a blast doing this. It's exhausting, not gonna lie, but it's well worth it because of all of you. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.